Hey guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Oh, the cannibalism just don't stop around here. It just don't stop around here. So many people to eat. So little time. Portia, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, what do I remember from yesterday? Oh, Yar's up. Yar. Toblerone is down. Buzzkill, welcome, welcome, welcome. Toblerone is down, but we're going to work on... Oh, we've got a vampire now. We've got a vampire. We've got a sanguiphage now, so that's the thing that's happening. I need to check on murder site alpha. Martin, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, the team's moving along here. I think they're actually asleep right now, but they're moving towards murder site alpha. We may swing over to murder site beta. We'll kind of have to play that one as we see it because they don't have unlimited food. Although they could eat what they find. I could just butcher some people there and then cook them right up. I could actually come home with more food than we left with. Hang on, coffee in my face. There we go, much better. Who's about to have a complete mental breakdown right now? Oh, Marjo. Yeah, no, you probably should have a mental breakdown. That's a very sensible response to what we're doing here. The mech is charging up. Lon's asleep. Basically, everyone's asleep, except Chibi, who's still currently dead. Currently under the spell of death, if you will. YouTube is doing the weird 480 thing. Yeah, they do seem to default to that occasionally. Mine's down to 720. Let me bump myself up here so I can see myself in bright, living, fantastic color and that sort of thing. Okay, what do I really need to do? I need to get steel. That's kind of my big priority right now. But good news, Grumpy and Yegor are going to be home very, very soon. They're going to be home in a few hours. And Grumpy loves the mining. Grumpy is all about the mining. Spikeold Girl, welcome, welcome, welcome. So Grumpy will get a bunch of mining done. In fact, I'm going to probably earmark some more mining for him to get done. You can never have enough mining around here. I need a lot of steel. I got to reset all of my traps. All of my traps are down because of those stupid squirrels who came in here. So they've destroyed all of my traps. I don't actually have enough on site to repair those, and I don't have the manpower to do it anyway. Toblerone's getting a bite to eat. Good for you, kid. Wow, we stabbed you so many times. Well, I can't even express how many traps you wandered into. Yar, how are we doing with you? You're into our thing, right? Yeah, you're into cannibalism. And, ooh, 18.4. Of course, I don't actually have anyone here to do anything at all. We're just we're just making Whitla even matter. Every pint of blood we take is another -1 point. Every pint of blood from Yar. We've actually got a bit of blood from you. I'm gonna temporarily turn that off. Psychic Soothe. Oh, that's strangely comforting. That doesn't usually happen around here. During murder time, can we try to get some organs? We can certainly try. I wanted to look at Toblerone again, who is no longer incapable of walking. Remind me, yeah, you have some skills. Like, you're not completely terrible. You can actually shoot, which many of my people can't. Bloodlust and Nimble, both of those are fine, and you're incapable of nothing. You could learn a little bit of medical. You're no worse at medical than Chibi was. Chibi was a terrible doctor. She's 13 years old, and she ain't no Doogie Howser, I'll tell you that right now. So... I think we will probably work on converting you. I got to get a few more people in here. But, like we were saying yesterday, I can't have unlimited colonists like I always do. Because, boy, that human meat, it's tougher to come by than you might think. Hang on, there's not enough coffee in my mouth. Yeah, we'll see what, Portia, we'll see what Marcus brings to the table apart from the whole drinking blood thing. Because, I mean, I think everyone's on the same page now. That a vampire is, in the strictest legal definition of the word, a cannibal. So he should fit right in. I'm kind of wondering what happens if we can convert him to cannibalism. Is he then extra cannibal? Let Marcus eat Toblerone. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I do like Yar more than I like Toblerone. Mostly because I just like saying Yar. Although Toblerone does roll off the tongue. It's not his name, but I'm calling him Toblerone. Because that's a delicious candy. My colonists are back. Fantastic. Oh, good. Grumpy and Yegor are back. They're two of my least valuable colonists, especially you, Yegor. Yes, I'm looking in your direction. Mel, welcome, welcome, welcome. But you're back, and that means we can get some mining going on around here. When the whole team is here, I want to really go through everyone's work priorities a little more carefully than I have done before. Hang on. Yegor and Grumpy look like they're both cleaning. That's great. We don't need two people cleaning, though, do we? No, Grumpy, you're on max crafting. I'm gonna take you back on that so you can get onto max mining, because we've got a lot of mining to be due, Grumpy. I'm glad you're back, but also, like, literally get all the work done around here. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Grumpy does love to dig things, Buzzkill. You're not wrong. He loves the mining. Look at him go. He's like, oh my god, I'm back. I can't wait to smash some rocks with my head. We had a vampire last time. She's going to change Baby whose name Baby into a vampire. Yeah, I'm going to do my best to remember not to strip the genes out of Marcus, because that was the fight. It was like 1.5 years for his genes to regrow, and we never got a chance to make Baby who is named Baby into a vampire. So I'm going to try to leave Marcus, intact to the best of my ability, so he can vampirize other people. You're a little low on hemogen. Do I want to have you just feed off of Toblerone? I mean, we have a quantity of blood. Here we go. We've arrived at Murder Site Alpha. So let me just check in with the crew here. So Murder Site Alpha exists. Where is my team here? Where are we? We're over here. Okay. So let's, do I see any turrets? I do not. That's a good sign. Let's sneak up on them all stealthy-like. Hey, you know what? While I'm here, I should harvest some of that heal root and bring it home. That'd be a wicked smart idea. That would be abnormal. Okay, here they are. They figured us out. Yep, they've woken up and they're like, hey, people are coming to murder us and then eat us. That's not cool. That's not very neighborly of them. Oh, we've already killed one. Okay. I didn't even see the shot fired, to be honest. We just took that guy right out. Allegedly, you're attacking my colonists. It's not going well. Was there 2 or 3? Oh, there's 3 people. Okay, I've answered my own question here. There's 3 people here. That might be a bit of a... Okay, another one down. And then you're trying to flee. I'd actually prefer that you didn't, because I'm hungry. So if we could just shoot you in your face, maybe like more than what we're doing right now. There we go. Okay, so everyone is dead. Again. I'm a terrible person. Crimson, welcome, welcome, welcome. I just go and murder people, and then I eat them. This may be my favorite run of RimWorld ever. Okay, Zash, how banged up are you? Ouch! You got a tiny, tiny bruise. Oh my god, you're not even bleeding. Oh, just don't even come to me with your problems, Zash. So, what do we know? We put down a butcher spot right there, right in the center of the corpses. Let's get a bill going, shall we? I would like you to butcher only humans. Yes, butcher all human-like corpses. Yep, if it's a human, just... except not that. Yes, so all of those can get just diced right up, please. Do that forever until you don't have any more human corpses. Riggs, could you get in on that? Could you do that? Oh, sorry, let me undraft you there. Could you do that? Yeah, butcher at the butcher spot, please. Okay, it's cannibal shock and awe. It is, I just rushed in and murdered everyone. I didn't even see the first shot fired. That one went down like nothing. I don't know who even took that shot. And then the other 2 of you can just be off draft for right now. Just go about your business. Hopefully you might go harvest a little bit of that heal root. I'd love to take some of that home. Yeah, Marjo's into that. Marjo loves that sort of thing. Zash, where are you going? Zash is tending to Zash. Okay, again, another sensible thing for Zash to be doing. Now, we do need to find the silver. I'm going to very, very work wicked hard, like way harder than I normally do, to not walk away from a silver mining site with no silver. Riggs is passionately dismembering people. Passionately dismembering people. Marjo, you suck at this. You're terrible. Where is Zash? He's better at these sorts of things. Okay, Zash is tending to Zash. Zash is fine. Zash, if you could actually get back up. I do need your attention. Thank you very much. If you could come over here, we need to find where the silver is. So I own that door, and I own that door. And just for giggles, I own that door as well. I own all the doors. If it's a door, I own it. That's my statement to the world, and I will not back off from that. Riggs, again, passionately dismembering people. Oh, he's having a good time. We'll take that pemmican home with us, too, if we need to. Okay, this is coming out great. Yeah, this is good stuff. This is great. I love this run. This is so good. Zash, could you pop your head in the door there, see if there's a huge pile of money by any chance? No huge pile of money. Go pop your head in this door, see if there's a huge pile of money in there. Is there a huge pile of money? There is a huge pile of money. Great, good. You can be undrafted. Dude, do you want to just, like... You could have a nap if you want. Oh, everybody's having a nap. Except Riggs. Riggs, are you done? Riggs is sleeping. Riggs is going to have a little pemmican. Okay, so you've butchered everyone, and we've got all the things. Okay, great. So go out of this. Reform the caravan. Do I want to? And I think the answer is a broad yes. Swing down to murder site beta. Or do I just want to go home? I think murder site beta. So, yeah, all of you guys, obviously. Human leather, definitely. What else have we got in here? Where's the money? I'm going to try and get them. There we go. Money. Okay, walk home with the money this time. Oh, yeah, you're right. I do have to claim the beds. That's fine. They're leaving momentarily anyway. Is there anything else I want here? Not really. Nope. Okay, and then travel supplies, obviously. 112 pieces of human meat. And you can have all that pemmican, and you can have the berries and the herbal medicine. Okay, great. Good. Send that on its way, please. So we're going to leave Murder Site Alpha with human meat, human leather, and a pile of money. And now we're going to go on to Murder Site Beta, because now it doesn't actually matter if anyone is Whitla, because Whitla hates us. So everyone hates us right now. We may as well just keep murdering them. Unless they're royals, we're murdering them and eating them. Now, speaking of our religion, how's the drug production going? I notice we don't seem to be making a lot of drugs. And we're like wicked into drugs. We do have some ambrosia and some psych IT and a little bit of yayo left. Not much, but if you wanted a little taste, you could get down with that. How are we doing on bedrooms? Right now, we're good. But we're not going to be very good for long. Leave a trail every raid, the pile of clothes. That's how cannibal rookies get caught. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But the butchering them on site was frankly genius. It's not geniusosity. Hashtag geniusosity. Geniusosity, hashtag geniusosity, isn't a realm all its own, but it was genius. Whomever suggested that, I think it might have been Gemily or something, said butcher them on site. Because not only is it a lot lighter to take the human meat home, but now I don't have to take home the tainted clothing and then deal with it. You know, strip them and butcher them here. I mean, it's so much more efficient. Yegor, I see you're back into cleaning, which is delightful. Could you actually... Oh, you've already cleaned the prison. Look at you go, kid. Look at you go. Hey, you know what? While you're here, do you maybe want to do an unnatural healing on, say, Toblerone? Just to see if we get a tentacle out of it? I'm just, just for giggles and tentacles? I'll have a think about that. We'll see how that goes. Are you about to have a mental breakdown, as you always are? Tainted flak vest? Well, stop wearing it. Don't wear a tainted flak vest, you moron. You can just not wear that. There you go. Feeling better? Yeah, you are. Minor pain. Minor pain from what? Oh, yeah, you have no eyes, you have asthma, frostbite scar. Oh, yeah, you're in terrible condition. Yes. Yegor, how's your religion these days? Wow, you wicked believe in that nonsense, dude. Here's, in my dream world, Yegor has a complete freakout, and we have to arrest him. Because then he'd be a prisoner, and then I could much more easily convert him. Yeah, Yegor is wicked into this gig that he's into. Hang on. Lon chatted about lovin' with Yegor. Okay, like, boundaries, guys, boundaries. Just maybe a little personal space there, or personal preference? I don't know. Buzzkill, we're not going to eat Yegor today. We're not taking that off the table, though. Literally, the dinner table. We may choose in the future to eat Yegor. Yegor is just kind of, I'd like to say digging his own grave, but we're not going to bury him. Yegor is kind of warming up his own flesh. I feel like you told him to take the vest off yesterday. That was somebody else. You're right. You're right, Zombie. Somebody else did the same thing. The thing with RimWorld is they're going to choose the best clothing, even if it's tainted. Although you guys should be on no tainted, right? Oh, Yegor's not on it. No wonder. That's why he did that. Okay, so in our apparel policy, we have don't wear tainted clothing. So nobody else put that on, but Yegor wasn't on that for some strange reason that I can't adequately divine. That's why he kept putting it back on, is because I didn't tell him not to. RimWorld is just a giant game of saying no to people. That's what it is. So like Tori, who asked, a couple of weeks ago, like, what is RimWorld? RimWorld is a huge game about telling people no. That's it. You just tell people what not to do. And then they'll kind of fill in from there, really. Okay, Grumpy is almost done with this area, which is great. When is my Constructobot going to be done charging up? Oh, he already is. Okay. Do you not have anything to Constructobot? You probably don't, because we don't have any steel. I could... Do we have any pockets kicking around? I mean, I know I've got some earmarked. No, we've used up all the stuff that we already mined out. All right, so Grumpy, when you're done with that one, you need to wicked get on the old steel thing. Where are you supposed to go? Yeah, you're all in unrestricted, except the mech, who isn't. I'm going to put the mech in the home area just to give him a little extra space. And also, where is the runaway zone? Okay, it does cover that. Perfect. Okay, so all of these can get hauled. And then we're also going to work on, this will give the Constructobot something to do, if nothing else. We're going to work on smoothing this area here, and here, and here. This is going to be Zash's new bedroom. Excuse me, Riggs's new bedroom. Actually, Riggs and Zash's new bedroom, if we're honest about things. And we are. That's a very short explanation. It is, Tori, but it is effectively... Because I really enjoyed your question. What is RimWorld? I mean, I put... darn close to. I probably by the end of next week I will have put 2,000 hours into this game. Please don't put that on my eulogy. Please don't tell people that I've done that. But I'll have 2,000 hours in this, and it is really at the end of the day a game about telling people no, don't do that, and then they'll kind of fill in after that. I can smooth the floors, Portia. You're absolutely right. I can smooth floors. I'm not going to because this is going to be like the royal bedroom. So I'm going to put in the wicked nice tiles. In fact, we could probably get started on that. Between the cloth and what do I have down here? Some sandstone. Okay, 454 on the old sandstoneometer. So let's do sandstone, the nice sandstone, the fine sandstone tile. Like that. Ooh, this is a lot. Okay, I actually may not have enough of that. And then a really nice carpet in something gaudy. Oh, gold. There we go. Gold. Gold carpet in there. Yeah, so that's going to be the royal bedroom. How is Riggs feeling about her husband compared to her furniture? That's a great question, Buzzkill, and thank God somebody's asking the important questions. I don't think... Oh, I can check. I can't actually really check on their needs until they are somewhere other than where they are right now. Do definitely remind me of that question, because that's wicked important. Does Riggs like her dining room more than she likes her husband? Or indeed her pants? She is very, very keen on her pants. Far more than she is about her husband, I believe. But now I think Riggs is back into Zash, but Zash doesn't like Riggs. It's a very complicated relationship. And I think Zash has stopped hitting on Marjo, probably due to the constant rejection. I mean, that would be my guess. Yegor is still dutifully cleaning. Dutifully cleaning. Get all that swept up. Because you were so sad about butchering people. Oh no, I don't like to cut people up and then make them into fine meals. I'm really opposed to that. Well, fine. Fine. Clean the floor then, dude. Okay, don't come whining to me. Because you never did it, never smooth anything. Oh, I know, I never smooth the floors. I smooth the walls. Because that's easy. It's not, actually. It takes forever. But, it's fine. Created another new cannibal-themed mod with human leather flooring. Wow. That's dark and fun. Again, we can't mod things because then they're going to put out new DLC. Especially now, because we're in, like, the danger zone. It's been a while since Anomaly. It's been over a year, I think, since Anomaly. So when we're in the danger zone of them popping up some new DLC, so I can't possibly put a mod in this, because we see what will happen. Wow, you got all of those out of there. Yegor, could you just go grab all of those components, please? That'd be fantastic. That's a lot of components. Where's Grumpy now? Grumpy, you're weirdly becoming one of my favorite people, because you work. You actually do something around here. That's important, like mining. I do want to I don't want to peel you off what you're doing right now, but I do really, really need to... Okay, I've earmarked some steel down there. And I think I have... Yeah, there's some more down here. That's way far away. Oh, I know what I wanted to get moving on. Speaking of Grumpy, a barracks of some sort. A barracks. Oh, Michelle, thank you so much. Oh, Michelle. Zash is fully healed, Michelle. Look at that. Look at that. You drop that down, and immediately Zash is fully healed. That's what that takes. So I did want to get a... Thank you so much, Michelle. I did want to get a barracks. In case we get a refugee quest, I'd like to have somewhere to put them. Also get any of that heal root out of here. And I could just pop that down here somewhere. That doesn't need to be anywhere specifically. In fact, I could peel it off of the hospital. They could live behind the hospital, which sounds terrible. Also, there should be a door here. Because if someone's coming in injured from here, they got to go, oh, wow, they have to go a really long way. Yeah, a door would be a fantastic idea here. Let's put a door right there so you can easily get into the hospital. And then, what have I got? Well, I just did all of that out of sandstone, so what else have I got? I've got some granite kicking around the house. What is that? One of the happy tree seeds. Okay. So what did I just say to myself? What word just came out of my mouth? Granite. Okay. Let's all try to remember the word granite, Dave. So why don't we do just something fairly simple, but I'd just like to have somewhere to put these guys if they show up. Because boy, the right kind of refugee quest would do me a world of good. And then I'll put what? Oh, hang on. All sorts of things just popped up. Who's exhausted? Oh, Marjo and Riggs. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Gotcha. Okay. This is complicated. So, wow. Moral dilemmas here. Okay, Tori, come back to me, Tori. Because, again, I will constantly tell you what RimWorld is. So hang on, slam that into pause mode, Buell. I can't keep track of you. You've got a tail. Here's, okay, Tori. Here's RimWorld, right? So I think we're all on the same page, Tori, that we're all cannibals. And to be cannibals, we have to murder people because they do not present themselves to be eaten, unfortunately. So we got to go out and get them. And we've done that, as you've seen, frequently. We frequently murder people and eat them. So we've arrived at another murder site. This is murder site beta, in case anyone's getting caught up. We've already gone through murder site alpha. This is murder site beta. And of course, we're going to come in and murder people. However, one of the farmers is the fiance of our colonist, Lon. So, now, here's the gig. Lon's not here. Lon will have no idea what happened. We're going to bring home, I'm going to guess, about a 50-gallon drum full of human meat. And some of it, maybe Lon's fiance. Is Lon going to know that? And is Lon going to be upset about that? That's what we really need to know. No, Portia, Lon is not psychic. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, Portia, you and me, we're going out for a burger, okay? You take the bun off that burger. You tell me which cow it came from. Okay, you tell me which cow it came from. You're like, this one was Bessie. No, okay? We're coming back with a 50-gallon drum of human meat, and you're going to tell me Lon's going to pick out which bit was Troca? Wait, that looks like Troca's muscular tissue there. We should probably figure out, that Portia, I'm obsessed with Lon now. Okay, so actually, Lon is completely neutral. Lon is completely neutral about his fiancée. In fact, they are hostile to us. They don't like us one bit, okay? So they, wow. Moral dilemmas here. Moral dilemmas. So the first question has been answered. Lon is kind of meh about his fiancée. Yeah, she's okay, I guess. The tribe that his fiancée belongs to hates us. So even though he's technically plus 35 with being a... Now Zombie's got the right idea. Zombie's played a little RimWorld. Okay? Zombie's like, he can get another fiancé. He could romance somebody here. What's wrong with Yegor? Okay, what is Yegor? Chopped liver? Possibly. We might chop up his liver and eat him. I don't know. Now, Portia is technically accurate. In that Lon will psychically know. I don't know how it works, but indeed, Portia is extremely technically accurate that Yar is telling her tribe that aren't even here that she's down a pint of blood. I'm feeling a little light, guys. And somehow they magically know that. So, yeah, see, Zombie's got the right idea. Zombie's like, just get another fiance. There's plenty of eligible people here. Okay, well, let's at least go to the work site. I tell you what, if we could injure her and take her home, Lon would be ecstatic. Lon would be ecstatic. No, Portia, I agree. You are technically accurate. Lon will psychically know that he is, in fact, eating a sandwich made out of his fiancée, which to most people will be a problem. You know, I certainly would have a problem with that. But we are hardcore devout cannibals. Okay, there's Troca right there. Okay, Troca's a boy. Okay, Lon, are you female? Oh, well, there you go. I never knew. I was gender neutral before it was cool. So, okay, here's what I'm willing to do. I'm definitely killing Green. Okay? We all remember Tittles. Tittles was great until we had Baby, who was named Baby, who is better. And now we've got Chibi, who is technically dead in the strictest legal definition of the word dead, but will return. Excuse me one moment. And again, I apologize. I may be a little extra on the coughing and the sniffling. I'm kind of getting over a cold this week. Here's what I will do. I will definitely kill Green and Purple, which now that I say that out loud is odd. Green, Purple, and Troca. Why is Troca the odd man out? Okay, yeah, slower, guys. And then here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hope that Troca will run away. Okay? So I can at least go back to Lon and say, I didn't kill him. Okay, I didn't kill him. Oh, hang on. Marjo's had a bit of a collapse here. Okay, could we put up a quick sleeping spot for Marjo? She's very sad about life. So put up a sleeping spot there. Marjo, can you get into bed, please? Okay. So undraft you. You know what? This can be just for Marjo. This is Marjo's place. Okay. And then Zash and Riggs, come up here. No, Troca, just back off. I am willing to spare you if you back off, but I want to get these two. Also, don't go down and, like, murder Marjo, because that'd be mean. That'd be wicked mean. Okay, so I'm gonna try to okay, focus primarily on Purple, if we could. Hey, you know what I could do? Oh, never mind. Troca's buggered off. Troca's buggered off. Great. That's fantastic. Okay. Yes, the tribespeople from the Red Wasps are indeed attacking us. What I need to do is take out, Green without taking out Troca. All right, so do a blinding pulse on Troca and then shoot Green. Green's getting a little fussy there. So, Troca, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to magically teleport you away. How about that? There you go. That's what I will do. You can just go away, because I'm hoping if I kill Green, like today, with, maybe faster than we're doing it right now. Okay, are you running? Yes. Okay, I believe No, guys, stop doing that. No, stop with the shooting. Okay, don't shoot them anymore. Like, don't. I'm just going to lead you around here until they're out of sight. So, I'm going to go ahead and say I deserve an attaboy. A little pat on the back there for not eating Lon's fiancé. Merely shooting him a couple of times and letting him run off. Okay? That's what I will do. That's what I would do. Okay? That's what I do for you guys. So, let's undraft you. Riggs has collapsed. Yes, I'm not surprised. Let's own this door. You guys might actually just sort of camp out here for a little bit. If they had a bed or two, that'd be okay. There we go. Okay, so claim these beds, and then people can just, like, get down with that. Undraft you, and then we need to butcher these guys. We'll just kind of camp here maybe for a day. Allow Green Healer, who is dead, and then another butcher spot, please. So when we get back and we write up the report for Lon, the report will read, didn't kill your fiance, ... You're welcome. I could have tried to have captured him, but I'd probably end up killing him. Capturing is is a thing we can do. Also, I probably would have just shot him to death. So add a bill for butchering, again, humans. No animals, just all the humans, please, except colonists. Like, don't accidentally, butcher Marjo or something like that. Marjo, you didn't even contribute to that. I want you to know that. So, yes, butcher all of those and do it forever. Okay. Zash, are you, awake enough to get started on that? If you could just, get in on that. Oh, look at you. You already have human meat on you. Fantastic, kid. And some more pemmican here. I just like to get the team back on the road. I should probably make those bedroll things. I never do that because I think it's a bit of a, well, as Penge would say, a bit of a faff. But we are raiding a lot. We pretty much always have a team going out to do the murders. So I should probably do the bedroll thing. That way they won't collapse when they get on site. Hang on, coffee on my tongue. Okay. So, again, when we write the report up for Lon, the report will say, "You're welcome. Your fiancé may have a few holes in him, but he is technically alive." All right, so who's having a break risk? Oh, Marjo and Riggs. Of course they are. They always are. All right, let's get the team going here. So, form the caravan to go home. Where's home? There we go. To go home. I don't want to remove the waypoint. I just want to reform the caravan. Okay. Caravan? Caravan? Okay, can't cancel everything. No. Cancel everything. It's all gone horribly wrong. Cancel that. So, yes, reform caravan to go home. Thank you. Bit of a long route, but we'll get there. And all of you guys. Okay, and then what else did we get? More human leather. Fantastic. And, boy, I tell you what, those corpse donkeys are paying for themselves. You can carry a lot of stuff with a corpse donkey. Do I want a short bow? Not really. I'm taking the silver. I'm definitely taking the money. The money is still there. And then more pemmican, more human meat, more human meat. Oh, we're coming home with so much human meat. And some berries, which is delightful. Oh, wow. These guys actually came with bedrolls. Oh, perfect. Great. Good. That was easy. Didn't even need to make them. They're just right there. Okay, cool. Send that. Yeah, whatever you guys get going, get going. Oh, that was easy. A few holes don't stop the baby making. No, that's true. Very little, zombie. Very little stops the baby making, except for actual surgery to prevent such a thing. Which, have I researched that yet? Where is that? That is fertility procedures. No, I haven't. Working on the neural supercharger. Actually, fertility procedures would not be the worst idea. You know what? I'm going to switch over to that. Because we may need more people, and I might just want to make them myself. I know we still need a girl donkey. We're working on it. We'll get there when they get there. Oh, also, while we're home, Grumpy, do you shoot? Is that like a thing you're into? You have a technical skill at it. Could you go get the assault rifle? We got some great new guns last time. Yegor, you can optimistically hold a gun. I'll wait till Grumpy... Actually, Yegor, why don't you get packing on this thing? Get this. Get chain shotgun. That's perfect. That is perfect for a blind guy. A chain shotgun. Oh, the Pact of Trebo, is slightly less. Because we keep drinking blood. Yeah, I think Marcus has just got a thing going on here. Oh, Toblerone. Yeah, we're hemogen farming you. How's your health? Apart from the fact I just took blood from you. I mean, things exist. Okay. We're working on the flooring, which is nice. I might not actually have enough sandstone for that. I'm going to queue up some sandstone blocks. Oh, also, we can burn that whenever we need to. So just get me, not any blocks, actually specifically make sandstone. And I don't know, do it 10 times. That'll probably be what I need. Or 15, whatever. 15 is a perfectly good number. Okay, did we make any move? No, we've made no move at all on my new barracks down here. That's fine. We can work on that. Blind gunman. Not just a blind gunman, but he's got a shotgun. His just spray and pray is all he knows to do. So, and also, let's chop some wood down there. Have we? Yeah, we've made no moves at all on the trap corridor because we have no steel at all. We might find some up in here. That might not be the worst thing. And also, get all of these out of here. Then I need to start smoothing all of that. Much to do. Much to do. That human meat better not go off while we're getting home. I want that all intact. Wow, this is the first time the whole colony has been together in one shot when these guys get home. Marjo, Riggs, and Zash are going to need a lot of R&R. They're going to really need to chill out after so many murders. They did a lot of murders. But I spared Lon's fiance. Do you have any opinions about that? No, you don't care. You really like your pants. That's pretty much it. No sort of like, hey, the guys spared my fiance who is in a tribe that actually hates us and would probably kill us on sight. Nope, Lon doesn't care. Yeah, whatever you're into, Lon. I don't judge. It's not my place to judge. All right, the Constructo bot's doing good work over on the tiles, but nobody else is. Grumpy, what are you working on? You're digging at the granite up here. Good, you only got a couple more spots, and then hopefully you can move on to something more sensible, like, steel of any sort. This will yeah, digging at compacted steel. That's what I needed to see. Unfortunately, it's a pretty long way away, but it will at least get us what we need. You're right, Buzzkill. I mean, murder does take a lot out of you. Awesome monument. Okay, tell me what you're giving me. Metal blood serum and a triple rocket launcher. Psi trainer for some stuff. I mean, that's nice. I could sell those. That would actually be valuable to sell. All right. Blocks, 480 on the blocks. I mean, sure. Broadly. I don't really need the archive capsules. I mean, the jade would be nice for making statues, but I can get other stuff for that. The serum is actually worth more, because all I'm going to do is sell these things. Very unimpressed with that triple rocket launcher. We tried that during the last run. Very, very unimpressed with that. Call that a doomsday weapon. Psh, not on my watch. Serums are short-term use. Oh, I'm not thinking of using them. I'm thinking of selling them. I'm looking at monetary value. I don't really want any of these. I mean, the gold would be nice, because it's always a good idea to stockpile gold. I mean, I could. It's 19 by 10 in size. I don't really have a lot of builders kicking around. We got to do that in how many days? 18 days. I'm going to weirdly take a pass on that, because all I would do that for is financial value. And I'm going to have to come up with more blocks to do it. I'd have to peel Grumpy back onto doing the stone blocks there. And all I would do is sell any of those things that they gave us. So I don't think that's a really valuable reward. I can find other ways to make money. Largely narcotics. Hardcore narcotics is how I can make money. Speaking of which, the smoke leaf's looking good. Yep, smoke leaf almost ready to go there. Almost ready to go. Major break risk. Yeah, Riggs and Marjo, I'm not surprised. You guys have been doing a lot of murders. Like, a lot of murders. Who's having a medical emergency? Oh, yeah, Yar's down. Yar, why are you down? Oh, nobody's feeding you. Oh, yeah, that makes sense now. I get that. Well, I guess capture Yar. Yegor, don't go far, man. I'm going to have you give a bite to eat to Yar here. Okay. Actually, Buell, can you do that? Yeah, feed Yar. Okay, feed her. We're not feeding because I think Zash is my best talking to prisoners person. Okay, there you go, Yar. We'll bite to eat for you. Sorry, I guess. Sorry. Okay, now you have been fed. Okay, slept in cold, neural supercharge, high life missing. I can force feed you some drugs, if that would make you happier. You're wicked into the human meat, which is good, because you're, like, wicked into our thing now. I could definitely cold snap, you say. Okay, I can vaguely kind of cope with that. Let's make sure we turn all the heaters on. So, all heaters go on, please. Do we need heaters anywhere else? I mean, yes, is the short answer to that. That'll probably kind of do for right now. How about a heater in the hallway? So build a copy of this here. And we got one there, that's fine. Nothing, well, we don't really need it in the throne room because it's got the braziers. So does the church. What I do need is to get power over here. So power to the hidden one there. And then power conduit, no, power conduit over to here. Okay, much better. Yar could be persuaded to eat people. Oh, she's already into eating people. There's no problem with the eating people. She's wicked into eating people. Yeah, she's like 60% into eating people. She's like, yeah, I really enjoy a bite to eat of a human. But it's just the it just hasn't. I mean, I could force feed her drugs. I mean, that's not. There's nothing wrong with that. She believes in that. She wants that. She'd love some sort of cybernetic enhancement. But the only thing I've got right now is the bionic leg, and I'm totally saving that for Chibi. If anyone's getting a bionic leg, it's Chibi. Also, my storage is getting rather full, primarily due to the, frankly, alarming amount of human leather I have. I have so much human leather. Everything just died. Toblerone is fully healed. Good for you, kid. We're going to keep sucking blood out of you. How's the, yeah, we're not really doing anything in terms of the conversion because Zash isn't here. Where is the team? Hang on. Oh, hang on, transport pod. Okay. I cannot even begin to pronounce that. I cannot even pronounce that. Okay, I could capture him. I'm totally changing your name. Who starts a name with THZ? Who starts their name with THZ? Yeah, somebody else got the Muffalo. The Muffalo is a trap corridor thing. That's the beauty of trap corridors. It's just basically you don't need to hunt anymore. Yeah, if M's watching, I didn't do that one. I did not do this one. That was a trap corridor. Where are you, and who are you, and why are you? All right, you're going to be dead in 8 hours. Okay, I don't actually have a prisoner bed right now. Okay, mind-shattering pain, genetic pessimism. Oh, you're a pessimist. Ooh. You're not completely terrible, though. You're not a pessimist at all. You're just genetically pessimistic. And you're an impet. I'd love to strip your genes out. I would just adore to strip your genes out and find out what happens. You have some skills. You're really passionate about shooting. Okay, what nonsense do you believe in? The High Army. Okay, so you're not into cannibalism right now. The problem is I don't have a prisoner bed at all. I can't really... I suppose I could just jam another bed in here. That wouldn't be the hardest thing to do. This is actually technically unowned. Why is this unowned? Who's supposed to live there? Wasn't that Buell's bed? Buell's there. Yegor's there. Grumpy. Zash and Riggs. Lon. Oh, that's Marjo. That's Marjo's bed. I think Buell took Marjo's room. Yeah, that's supposed to be Marjo's bed. Boy, is Marjo going to be upset when she comes back and finds there's a prisoner in her bed. How long has Chibi been in the freezer? Thank God somebody's asking the important questions. Thank goodness somebody's asking the important questions. In the freezer for 1.5 years. 1.5 years. I have had a dead, one-legged, 13-year-old drug-addicted cannibal in my freezer. 1.5 years. And she's going to stay there until I figure out what to do with her. So Marjo would be out of bed if I do that. I could jam a bed into here. It might not be pretty, but it'll get the job done. Or, different idea. I don't have a different idea. That's pretty much my one idea. Right there. I could just take one of the medical beds, slam it into there, and then, this is just begging for a prison break. Just please have a prison break. Nowhere else I can really shove that guy, is there? I can't put him in with the goats. That's not unrealistic. How does Riggs feel about our table? We can't check on Riggs until they get back. But keep that question alive, Buzzkill. Keep that question alive. We can't really check on their likes and dislikes until they actually get back in the colony. I could weirdly make the new royal bedroom into a prison temporarily. I'm going to do that because that kind of amuses me. So let's move this bed over into the overly elaborate royal bedroom. Who could actually do that right now? Buell, could you kind of like bang that out right now? And then like wicked quickly. Lon, this is going to be a bit of a faff, but I'm going to bring you down here in the anticipation of capturing this, because I can't do anything with it now because you're going to tell me that I don't have a bed. But I will very, very soon. So, Lon, start heading in that direction. All the plants just died. Every single plant just died in here. Buell, how's the bed thing going on there? Okay, if you could kind of get hip to that. Thank you. All right, make that a prisoner bed. Boom, done. Lon, where you at, kid? Okay, go undraft, and now go capture. I don't know what to call that person. Just who starts their name with THZ? Who thought of that? Okay, that conquers the prisoner issue right now. And then I've got, I don't know if I can take all of these people. Oh, Marcus just fell over. Buell, can you get up again? Actually, Grumpy, you're closer. Could you capture Mule, please? Don't strip him. That's weird and awkward. And could you, like, feed him in any way? Cannot take to bed, can't prioritize. Oh, you don't do wardening. Buell, you can do that. I know, I keep waking you up, man. Feed Marcus. Wait, does Marcus need food or hemogen? Because those are two very different things. Food, like actual food, would be good. How are you on the whole hemogen thing? No, back to you. Okay, yeah, we actually need to give you real food that, people can eat. So feed Marcus, please. I don't have my wardens here. Zash is my warden. Put his sleeping spot down. I think we'll get it covered. I had 8 hours to get that guy over here. And then, heal him. I think we got 8 hours. And you know what? If I don't, I'm not that fussed with it. I can't take everybody like I normally do. All right, so, Lon, do you do doctorizing at all? Oh, yeah, you're actually wicked good at that. Could you tend to this, please? I'm not even sure what medicine we have available, but go ahead and deal with his nonsense if you could, please. Yegor's in there cleaning up a little bit. How long have we got on you? I think we're going to be fine. Oh, I got 3 hours. If Lon can't bang that out in 3 hours, he doesn't deserve to live. I mean, that's fair, right? That's fair. You go to the hospital, you've got a sucking chest wound because somebody bit you, like a lot. And they're like, can you survive 3 hours? And they're like, you're like, I don't really know. And they're like, well, you don't deserve to live. I think that's totally fair. And we've dealt with it. We've dealt with all of his nonsense. So you just kind of chill there, dude. We're going to kind of build a royal bedroom around you while you do that. But you hang out there. You have a good old time. Do I have any gold at all? Not enough to make a royal bed, unfortunately. Where's the team? Oh, they're basically home. Okay, fantastic. They're basically home at this point. Great. So when they get home, finally, the entire colony will be reunited. And then I really want to go through work priorities more carefully in a very boring way. Sorry in advance, but in a very, very boring way because I've changed them so many times. This Muffalo, also not mine. Okay, I didn't do that one. They just keep walking into the trap corridor. Did we ever build... Could we build the graves, please, and get the skeletons out of here that we unfortunately did not get to eat? Okay, what was my line? Oh, yeah, the team is going to be home momentarily, and then I'm going to do work priorities more carefully. Let's at least start to convert you. I don't know if we're... And, I might take a pint of blood or two. Yeah, Dee Dee's just kind of chilling, just wandering around, doing Dee Dee things. The caravans here, cool. We need warm clothes. We probably do. How about a nice human leather parka? Everybody loves a human leather parka. So, parka. Do it until we have, 5 parkas made entirely out of human leather, of course. We've got plenty of berets. Where's Grumpy? And have you mined, oh, wow, you already dealt with the first one. You're already down to the second one. Where was that first one? Did you get a ton of steel out of there? Oh, there's more components over there, too. And there's some plasteel over there. I forgot about that. Oh, yeah, you got a fair bit of steel out of that. You got a quantity of steel out of that. You're working on another one. That's all cool. Okay. Let me go through this. This is going to be wicked boring. More so than usual. I know, you're like, Dave, that's not news. But more so than usual. So, let me address wardening. Okay, Zash is home. Zash is my #1 warden. Riggs is home. Riggs is also on that, too. Lon can do that. All right. Handling, cool. That's fine. I'm not really worried about that. Now, cooking. I've got Buell on #1 cooking because he's really good at it. And Yegor gets all fussy. Oh, speaking of which, hang on. I'll get back to that in a second. Buell, do you believe in what we believe in? Yeah, no, okay, we tripped you over. Yeah, okay, you're on our side. Good. I just want to make sure you're fine with cannibalism because you're going to be butchering a lot of people. I happen to like this sort of thing, but I make spreadsheets. Yeah, I just sort of I kind of assign people to do what I need them to do when I need them to do it. Now, Zash, see, here's the problem. You're on number 1 mining right now, probably because we needed it. But Grumpy is way better than you are. So, Riggs, you're number 1 on handling, don't really care. And you're my plant person, which doesn't really matter right now because everything is dead. So, Zash, you're number 1 on construction and wardening. Great. Zash is very, very good at construction. He's exceptionally good. That seems fine. What I need is somebody who can go back to crafting. Maybe Yegor. I mean, he's terrible, but that would keep Grumpy off of it. Grumpy could focus on the mining, although when Grumpy's done with mining, he'll get back onto the crafting. Okay, I might not need to fuss with these as much as I thought. Lon, you don't really have a number 1 skill except for hauling. Well, that's unusual. I must have obviously needed somebody to do a lot of hauling. And I probably still do. You can stay with that. Who's on research? Oh, Marjo, of course. Marjo is my ace researcher. Okay. I thought that was going to be a big production. I might just kind of leave everything as is. Mostly because I need Grumpy mining steel. More than anything. I absolutely have to have more steel around here. I'd like to get another geothermal plant going. Hang on, coffee. Now, with 4 prisoners, Zash's whole day is basically going to be wardening. Just going around room to room, trying to tell people about the joys of cannibalism. Also, we should get the donkeys unloaded here. There's my other donkey. Okay, who's got all the human meat? You've got human leather. That's neat. I'm looking more for the there we go. Wait, where's our human meat? Did we just stuff it in our pockets? We took a bunch of human meat home, right, guys? Right? We didn't skip that, did we? Because I'm not seeing any human meat on those donkeys. Okay, don't be telling me that I see the human leather. I get the human leather. How about the human meat? Did you? No, where is my human meat? Maybe it's in their pockets. Maybe they're... Riggs, come here. You do not have human meat on you. Zash? Again, no Marjo. Where is my human meat? Where is my human meat? Because it ain't in my freezer. I'll tell you that right now. That's buffalo meat. Oh my god, that's where 2,000 hours gets you. I looked at that and said, that's buffalo meat, and I was right. I do not see... I don't know where... Buell, where did you pull that from? I see it now. Did we dump it on the ground or something? Hang on one sec, please. Where did you get that human meat from? Oh! Okay, it was down here for some reason. I have no idea why. No clue. Yegor, why are you in the hospital? I mean, apart from the fact that you're terrible. It's probably the asthma. What's the... Oh, we have not turned this on, by the way. I don't actually have anyone on... Let me just put anybody on number 1 basic. Yegor, you know what? You're kind of a lump. Yegor, you want to turn this on? It'll be a lot warmer in here if you turn the heat on. He cooked it up, I guess, fairly quickly. Wow, I've got a lot of meat now. Is human leather technically just jerky? Only if you dry it. Only if you dry it. So hopefully there's a bunch of human meat that we have just processed here. There's some more on the floor. Who's having an emergency? Why is Yar having an emergency? Yar, what is your problem? Why are you terrible at life? Why is nobody feeding you? It's because Zash wasn't here. That's the answer to your question right there. Zash was not here. See, Zash is in. Zash knows how to deal with the prisoner. And, by the way, show off the human leather beret. Showing off the human leather beret right there. Going, hey, Yar, here's some food. Also, check out my beret, which, as we all know, is the coolest hat ever. And this one is made out of human leather. I bet you'd love to have one of those. And you know what, Yar? You can. You could have yourself a human leather beret. There's extras waiting for you if you join our colony. That's probably what Zash said. I'm pretty sure that was his exact conversation right there. I should maybe put a light in here or something. The poor guy. The poor guy. Okay. With everyone back, you know what I need to do? You know what I need to do? Here's what I need to do. I need to just give them time to chill out. Yeah, I know the heaters are off. I didn't have anyone going around and flicking switches. So they should be on to that. Now I see all of these heaters are coming on at this point. So that's all fine. Heat is happening. And we've got one in the prison room. Oh my goodness, that's going to take so long to get these guys down to believing in cannibalism. Actually, your opinion just fell 10%. That's not too bad. That's all right. Right. So just give them time to chill. Just give them time to hang out. Hopefully get the traps reset. Where is everyone supposed to be? Okay, everyone is on unrestricted. That's good. So we don't really need to unpack the donkeys right now because the human meat has been allegedly dealt with. Grumpy's off doing a mining gig, as he does. He loves the mining. The kid just loves the mining. It's his solitary nature. He doesn't like to deal with people. Hey, I get it. I get it. I understand that. Could we maybe get the human meat off the floor? Because it's going to go bad. So haul that human meat, please. We can't afford to waste any of this. I assure you. Okay, we need all of it. All right, there we go. That's better. Oh, look at that. You're already cooking it. You're like, yeah, I'll get some. Oh, human meat and milk. Human meat and goat's milk. And berries. You know, it sounds nice if you don't concentrate on the fact you're eating human flesh. Yep, human meat, berries, and some goat's milk. Ah, Marjo is feeding Yar. Good. Are you going back to research now? Yes, you are. Good, excellent. And you're researching fertility procedures. That usually takes me to a dark place where I start fiddling with people's bits. Because I can, more than anything. All right, everyone's doing wardening now. Oh, good. So, where are we at with that, by the way? So, Yar, you're down to, oh, wow, 17.7. Oh, hang on, who just got converted? Oh, this. Really? Wow, this. You didn't really not believe in your religion. I think that took us less than a game day. I think that was faster than Marjo. And Marjo embraced cannibalism quickly. But this was, I gotta change your name. This was like, yeah, cool, eating people, sure. Yeah, I will eat anything. I'm a prisoner, I don't care. I will eat a human. Well, that happened. So why don't you be on recruiting then? We'll give it. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes with you. I could rename him Gesundheit. That would not be the worst name to give him. So yeah, he's into eating people now. Are you a he? I should probably establish that. Yeah, you are a he. Let me look at your stats again. Yeah, I can work with this. I can definitely work with this. This could happen. You don't have any of these skills, but honestly, you'd be a pretty good combatant, and you could back Grumpy up on the old mining thing, or I could put you onto mining and Grumpy onto the crafting, because Grumpy loves a bit of crafting, too. Any thoughts of my traps getting reset? Because we still have the dead squirrel issue down here. Yeah, exactly, he breathes fire. I mean, what's not to like about that? Speaking of which, I was going to make this my sort of, like, robot rumpus room. I might still do that. Let's just begin that. Oh, hang on. Before I do that, did we make any moves? Yeah, we've made no moves with my whole barracks down here. I do have them do it. They need some time. These guys just need some time here. The fact that we have 4 prisoners is slowing everything down because everyone's just keeping them fed. This is why my traps are made of stone, much easier to repair. Yes, and I've done that too, Portia. I've done stone traps. They take a lot longer to reset because they take a lot longer to build. However, I did have, I don't remember which run it was. It might have been the Tittles one where I started doing that because we had very little steel, but then we also didn't have any stone. So I know I'm on a good map for steel. We checked that out. We haven't mined it, but I mean, we've got a lot of steel on this map that I can take advantage of. That's why I'd love to get one of those refugee quests so I can start bisecting this entire mountain because there's going to be some good stuff in there, no question. But Grumpy's doing real well down here. Looks like he's almost done with that vein. And then, I don't know, he'll move on to something else, whatever it is he does. What I should start having him do is more bedrooms. Because we're going to need those, hopefully, sooner rather than later. That's the dream. And I think we're sucking up a lot of construction time just doing this down here. So, I'm going to start outlining more bedrooms. So, what I would like is a corridor like that. And then, could I get maybe 2 bedrooms in here? If I did that, and that, and that. Yeah, that's bedroomish. I think most people would consider that to be a bedroom. And then this could be like this. That could be a whole other bedroom right there. That's not bad. Actually, if I bring this down one more, I won't need to smooth the wall twice. That was the smartest thing you've done all day. We need more labor. You're not wrong about that, Buzzkill, although it is, again, nice to have the team back. So now things are happening. Again, we are sucking up a lot of time just doing wardening. Do I really need... Okay, do I really need all three of these people? So, Fizz, I'm fairly convinced on. Yar, yeah, you've got that crafting skill. I love that crafting skill, and you got intellectual. Toblerone. If I was going to get rid of anyone, it would probably be Toblerone. Although your shooting skill is not much worse than Fizz. Actually, it is quite a bit worse, and he's got a burning passion for it, too. Although, now that I look at it, Toblerone has a broader range of skills. The only things you can't really get into are cooking and plants, and I got people to cover that. I'm not worried about that. I might get rid of Fizz. He might not be as good as I want him to be. Or, you know, eat him, obviously. Okay. I gain nothing by releasing him. I have to make some decisions here. How do they feel about slaves? They're fine with it. I find it very fussy. Talk to Portia about that one. Portia loves her slave colonies. Portia is just a slave driver, if you will. I've done it on side games, and I just found it frankly annoying. There is a level where I'm like there's a point of darkness where I'm like, I don't want to do this, but I've messed around with it in my own time. I've just found it rather fussy. They're a pain in the neck. I'd rather just convert them and have them be, well, I'd like to say happy members of my colony, but nobody is happy in my colony. So I'd rather just convert them. Because the slave thing, I mean, they're always trying to break free. They're always like, oh, we don't want to be a slave. We don't like being enslaved. We're going to try and break free. And also, we're going to grab this gun and start shooting you. I just found it rather fussy. Just in a game mechanical sense, I found it fussy. So here's what we're going to do, Thiz. I'm going to slap a light up here, first of all, because we're going to start to grab an organ or two out of you. And that. Well, I don't have a nicer way of saying it. We're going to grab an organ or two out of you. Yeah, Portia doesn't do hardcore narcotics. So hardcore narcotics in this game is the path to riches. The path to riches is that. Portia, I gave them a really nice barracks. Like, they had, like, the nice floor and everything, and there was only 2 of them. Okay, it was a huge barracks for 2. But Thiz, Thiz, come here. How are your organs? Are they all mostly intact? Yeah, they're all broadly intact. What am I lacking? I know I've got a couple of lungs. And I have something else. What do I have down here? A kidney. You know what I could use is a liver. A liver would be great. Maybe on that. I'm going to let him heal. So I think I'm dead. Obviously, we're keeping the vampire because Portia will do something horrible if I don't. And I kind of want him anyway. And I can't risk any viewers' wrath. And Portia, Mel, I can't risk any of their wrath. Yar is fully healed again. I'm pretty good on keeping Yar, if only because I put so much effort into Yar at this point. And Toblerone, yeah, I'm pretty good on Toblerone. Okay, so I'm going to keep these 3, and then we're going to borrow. Well, I say borrow. We're not giving them back. We're going to borrow some bits out of this. Honestly, I'll get rid of them just so I don't have to keep saying this. So we're going to borrow some bits and then eat him. We're just going to eat him. All right, and that's all there is to it. It's going to be a light snack. Light snack is what he's going to be. Still, really no movements on repairing the traps. So Zash, yeah, see, Zash is sucking up his whole day doing this stuff. His whole day is just devoted to trying to convert people and get them over to our side. And that's why we're not getting... Okay, so I do need to kind of adjust somebody's construction. Buell is hip on the cooking, which we kind of need. Lon, why don't you back off on hauling and go #1 construction? Okay, we've got to get something done around here, especially the whole repairing the traps thing. Hang on, I'm going to see if this coffee is cold. I bet it is. Yep, I was right. It was. That was not a surprise. It's been sitting there for almost an hour and a half. And anyone else I could spin over to construction? Yegor, are you any good at that? No, not really. No, not at all. Also, Marjo, there's no reason you can't be hunting if you need to. We don't need to hunt. I mean, we hunt humans. We hunt humans, but there's no need for us to hunt animals. But just in case, you can go ahead and do that. Construction, yep, 9 on Buell, but I kind of need him to cook. And then, yeah, Lon's top priority. Marjo is not very good at it. Riggs is not very good at it. Okay. What if how much food do we have in stock? All right, we've got 40 simple meals, and that's about it, really. 40 simple meals. Plenty of Psych IT. Got plenty of packaged survival meals. Maybe I could just maybe I should just do more cooking and then pause that so that Buell can get literally anything else done. Lon, you're playing the piano. Is that really the best use of your time? Is that a piano or a harpsichord? That's a harpsichord. Okay. We need to be doing, like, any construction. Because, okay, we're working on the barracks. Well, I say that the Constructo bot is working on the barracks. And Buell has taken time out of cooking humans to come in here and work on this. Lon's in on it, too. Okay, not bad. That's a start, at least. Is Riggs back? Yes, yes. Let's deal with the pants issue here. So, wow, you got a lot of moods right now, Riggs. Holy moly, you got a lot of mood. Okay, so you're hip on wearing a beret. You love that. You are, right now, +1 on Zash, which is lower than it's been. In fact, you like your leather pants 6. You like your husband 1. And actually, you love the fact that you're high. Way more than you like your husband. Now, Zash, how do you feel about Riggs? Do you have any opinions about Riggs? Oh, no. Zash is down to -7 on Riggs. Dang. That's really bad. Zash hates his wife more than he hates being in pain. Also, you want Delirious First Eater apparel. Oh, you're missing a flop hat. Oh, we can make a flop hat for you. That's cool. We can get that done, Chief. I know you love the human leather beret, but we can get you a flop hat somewhere. Yeah, somebody make a flop hat for this cat. All right, he's wicked into that. I mean, everyone loves the berets. That's true. So, yeah, Zash is really getting to hate Riggs. I mean, understandably so. Riggs hated Zash. Hang on. Cache of supplies. Oh, that's not going to be any good. A marine helmet. For 6 man-hunting guinea pigs. No, I'll pass on that. Right, that's a very low-rent kind of thing. I don't think we particularly need that. Do we make any moves down here at all? No. We are almost done with the floors, though. That part is good. Riggs, why are you doing mining over anything else that you wanted to do? That's an odd choice. -20 before divorce. That's probably what Zash is pushing for. So he can start hitting on Marjo again, who, again, I know it's some sort of wooden war mask, but it really looks like Marjo has a paper bag over her head. It's not a good look. It's just not a good look. All right, let me go down the prisoner thing here again. Who is coming up first? 15.5, holy moly. We still have not even converted you, you Buddhist. And then, yeah, we're about 50% through you. Okay. How many livers do people have? Is it just the one? We only got like 1 liver, right? I can't get like 2 livers out of somebody. Or like I can't take 1 and then they survive. No, I can only get the 1. That's a bummer. I should probably at least get 1 lung because we're always running out of lungs. No shortage of... Zash, what are you doing to him? We're not doing anything else to him. Are you trying to convert him? Oh, yeah. No, you're trying to recruit him. Okay. Geez, I really feel I'm just going to scrape him for organs. Let me look at him one more time. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling organs. I'm so indecisive because my instinct is to take everyone. My instinct is to take absolutely everyone, but I can't do that. I've got to be a little more conservative because of, you know, the all-human meat diet that we do. And I think the other 2 prisoners are better suited. However, this guy just jumped right on board. He's still got 16.4 resistance. Just keep doing what you're doing, okay? Just keep doing what you're doing, and then when he's feeling better, I'm going to rip some of his organs out, and then we'll probably kill him and eat him. I know, it's fire spew. I get it. I'm sure I can probably pull that from somewhere else. That would be 4 extra colonists And that ain't nothing. That would be 11 living colonists, 12 with chibi. That's about going to be my limit if we're going to eat humans. Speaking of which, we got to think about a murder party. Is there anyone around that we could be murdering? That's the cache of goods. No, I need another work site to open up. Or I need to start getting a little more aggressive. And maybe actually taking out a site. I'm not even sure how difficult that's going to go. These guys are going to get grumpy with not having... And not grumpy, my colonists. Grumpy in the sense they're not happy about life. Also, I should probably put... Actually, it's 39 in here. I was going to say I should put a heater in the barn. That's 40 degrees. That's fine. Donkeys don't need any more than that. 69 in here. Yeah, actually, with the cold snap over, it's perfectly fine in here. We're fine. Everything is fine. Everybody... Why is there a pair of pants there? Is it human leather? Of course it is. Why would it not be? It's the only thing we make things out of. Points for... Yeah, no, give him points for enthusiasm. I get it. We're... Okay, Lon has messed this up. That's okay. I think we're almost done with this. If we got a little bit more sandstone. Yeah, we've got a little bit more sandstone. Great. Good. I don't actually need any more than that. Riggs, Oh, hang on. The Pact of Trebo? Why would they like us? Stop liking us. We're probably going to eat you. Look at that. -73 to -61. We're practically friends. I can't have that. I'll tell you what, that's going to go right down when I do some murders. Where is the Pact of Trebo? Can I kind of preemptively take them out? That's Whitla. Okay. That's the Moppy folk. That's also the Moppy folk. Where's the Pact of Trebo look like? Show me. Pact of Trebo. Okay, a yellow triangle. All right, they're way up here. All right, I might go and murder them. Just to keep them angry more than anything. Just to keep them wicked angry at us. I can't have them liking us. That's ridiculous. And it's a tendency towards neutral. Yeah, I don't want to be neutral with them. I want them incredibly angry at me. Because that way, they will come and raid me. And then we kill them and eat them. We kind of got we're all on the same page about that. I want the raid. Speaking of the raid, any movement on my trap corridor? Yes, we're finally resetting some of the traps. Finally resetting some of the traps after the squirrel incident. By the way, we could just burn that. That's fine. If anyone wants to just go ahead and take care of that. Did we ever get the graves dug? Not as such. Zash, you're about to critically melt down. What is your problem? What's your deal? You really hate your wife? I'm working on the flop hat, dude. There's only so fast I can make a flop hat. Okay, you hate non-cannibal food. You love your cape because it's made of human leather. There's only so much I can do with you, Zash. I know, we keep running out of human meat. There's only so many murders I can do. And we don't have any more sites to go through. Boy, you become a cannibal, all of a sudden you're starving. I mean, could you not just have maybe a bite of muffalo? I'm sure it tastes just like people. It's got to, right? It's got to. Marja's already done with almost done with fertility procedures, which means I can start snipping at people. A little off the top, a little off the bottom. And we haven't had any anomaly stuff in ages. I know I turned it way down, but this is way down. Like, nothing anomaly related has happened since we had our first demons and we had to shoot them. A trading convoy would not be bad if the Royals wanted to pop by. If the Royals wanted to give us a quest, actually, that'd be great. But I don't really... No, we're not doing enormous building. Well, we already did enormous building. That's where I got my bionic leg from. Available. The secret database. Yep, drug remembrance. Covert installation. And then, of course, the Royal Ascent. All right. None of that helps me at all. Marjo's getting high. That does help me. Marjo's going to be really cool after this. Marjo's having a bit of that stuff there. What are you eating? Ambrosia. There we go. Right by Dee Dee in the royal throne room here. All right. You have to keep poking the obelisk. I don't think we have an obelisk. I think I turned it down so we don't have an obelisk. We're not into that. Wow, you got a lot of steel out of there. Oh, hang on. There's more steel down there too. That's a really long walk though. I could just carve right through to there. And there's components right there too that I really need. Okay. Now what? What is my best next move here? They'll get the light on there eventually. And then, don't really know. Oh, I should replace that bed, by the way. So, nah, you know what? I'll get it when we get this chopped up. I don't really need to do that. Okay, let me just run through the team here again. Yar, how are we doing? Oh my god, you people are going to take forever. Actually, you're much less of a Buddhist than you used to be. And you are much less of whatever it is you're into. And you like Marcus, which is weird, because he's actively drinking your blood. I mean, we're taking pints of blood, and we're feeding it right to him. But you're keen on Marcus. Huh. Marcus doesn't like you. But you're keen on Marcus. Yar, who are you into? Wow, you really like Zash. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. So, Zash has stopped hitting on Marjo because of Yar. Zash is in here going, well, Marjo doesn't want me. Let's see if Yar does. And apparently it's working. Because Yar is wicked into Zash. Zash, how do you feel about Yar? Where's Yar here? Can't actually... wait, hang on. I thought I just saw you. Oh, we've done fertility procedures. Okay. I got to figure out if Zash likes Yar. Because Yar wicked likes Zash. Oh, you know what? Just get the television. I do want to put together some kind of recreation room at some point. And then my barracks is kind of effectively done here. So we could get moving on that. Let's go chop some trees down. So we have... Actually, how much wood do I have? I have 1 piece of wood. I have 1 piece of wood. I'm going to need more than that. That's clear. So chop that down. Oh, we already had that tag to chop down. Why are we not chopping trees down, people? What's wrong with the tree chopping? That is plant cutting. Yes. Yeah, Grumpy, you should be on that. I don't think there's much left to mine, dude. Yeah, no, you got everything. You got everything I wanted right now, anyway. I'll smooth those walls out eventually, but I want them to focus on, like, any other construction at this point. Zash is hiding in his room. Is it because I kind of outed you on the whole Yar thing? -8 on Yar. Oh, hang on. Where did you see that? -8. Yeah, -8, but why the plus 59? Yar's opinion of me is plus 59. Okay. No artificial... Okay. So, I'm going to say then, warming up to Yar. I think this is where Zash is going. I think Zash is going to divorce Riggs, stop hitting on Marjo, and get into some Yar action. Some red-hot Yar action. Maybe Toblerone is kinky. Maybe. Maybe Toblerone's got a thing for that. A little taste for that kind of thing. That's cool. Hey, I don't judge. Whatever you do is what you do. I had no judgment here. If Toblerone is into some red-hot vampire action, that's cool. Wouldn't be the first one. But Zash is... I think Zash is warming up to Yar. Yar is clearly warming up to Zash. That is very evident. Is this in the runaway zone? So, yeah, actually that works out great. That's just fine. No problems there. So I do want to turn this into a bedroom, and oh, the light finally went on over here. Okay, I'm just gonna grab 1 or 2 organs. What could I really use? A kidney would be great. Can never have enough kidneys, I say. I mean, I might give you a little snip just to do it. But no, let's go ahead and grab a kidney out of you. And I'm going to drop a safety save. Why? Because we don't lose colonists to dice rolls, even prisoners. Mostly I want the organ more than anything. Murphy, welcome, welcome, welcome. Murphy, I have too many prisoners. So I'm going to snip some bits out of this one. A mad muffalo. Okay. That's kind of a Muffalo problem, not me. I will put everyone in runaway, because, you know, that's sensible. But no, that can just kind of run its course. I don't think we need to worry about that too much. Just keeping half an eye on the mech, because that Muffalo... Yeah, why don't we just pull you down here? Thank you very much. Okay, out of command range. Can somebody go get the mech? Who's in charge of that? Is that Riggs? Is Riggs my... Yeah, no, not the Psylink. The other one. No, not that. No, who does that? Is that Lon? Lon. Can you come up here, please? Actually, you know what? All of you come up here. I got a feeling this Muffalo thing's gonna go bad. and slow everything down. This is going to go bad somehow. Because the Constructoid, I can't pull back here because it's out of command range. Hang on, could I put it somewhere else? Hang on. What are the? I'll put it in the DD zone. Of course. Just put it in the DD zone because everyone is safe in the DD zone. Oh, also undraft it because that's going to be a problem. There we go, much better. All right, and the door's closed. Okay, that's much better. Everyone is safe in the DD zone. The DD zone is there for all. Who did I actually draft? You guys? Okay, you can be undrafted. And then Mech, you can kind of go back to work. So schedule, actually put everyone back in unrestricted, and the Mech can go in the home area. Everyone is safe in the DD zone. That's why we established it, basically day one. And you know what hasn't happened? DD hasn't been eaten. Admittedly, if I'd let DD be eaten, Chibi wouldn't be in the freezer for a year and a half. I tell you right now, that bear would have gone for the lizard. The bear would have gone for the lizard, and Chibi would still be, well, more alive than she is right now. Is nobody going to come by with a Resurrector Mech Serum? I know I was, yeah, apparently it's a quest. But could nobody give me a quest, maybe, for a Resurrector Mech Serum? That's why I want to perk up the Royals, because the Royals are always good for those kind of quests. Their quests usually have some really sweet rewards. Marjo's in, doing the little operation there. Lon's just kind of smoothing walls while she works. Marjo, should you be doctorizing? Oh, actually, you're very good at it. Never mind. I take it back, Marjo. You're actually excellent at this. I mean, you're competent enough to extract a kidney. And then, what else? I'll probably get a lung. You never know. I wish I could get the nose. I'd give that to Lon. Surgery failed. How badly? Do you still have both of your things? Okay, you're sedated. You're going to be dead in 4 hours. Yeah, are we going to? Yeah, we're healing you. That's fine. I won't bother rolling back time. We'll just try again. We'll just keep stabbing him until something works. Yeah, no, the wedding thing is great. I need to get more rep with them. We're only plus 31. We're still technically neutral. They don't actually like us that much, even though they've granted us a few titles. I also need medicine. I've got Neutroamine and I've got Heal Root, but I don't really have enough Heal Root to do that. I should start to think about hydroponics. Did we chop any trees down? By the way, no, we've done none of that. We've done no tree chopping whatsoever. Because I really need to get... Well, I don't need to get my barracks under control. I don't have any refugees. But I'd like to get my barracks under control, in case we get some refugees. How did we do on... okay, this is all... It's going to take them a while to finish that. You're getting blood on my nice carpet. All right? Just give me your kidney. One of them, anyway. And maybe your heart. It wouldn't be a bad idea to grab somebody's heart. All right. Now, what is my next move? I mean, murders is what I need to do. Everyone's getting sad because they're not eating people. Like, yeah, we got plenty of food. But none of it is human. So unless something pops up soon, another work site, which again, it's a stopgap measure. They're only getting like 2 or 3 humans there. I think, see, I don't know how many people are in these colonies, but I think we've got to vaguely sort of give an idea to taking out an entire colony. This may be, we may have to travel far and wide in this run. We may have to travel pretty far because I'm going to run out of people to eat. Cannibalism will be a lot easier in the end game because the raids are gigantic. You know, they'll send 15 people at you. That's eating for days. But right now, there's something like 3 people, and then we got to go murder the rest of them, which is very inconvenient, if we're honest about things, and we are. Okay. My best next move is to kind of let everyone work on what they're working on. Just kind of get the task list down a little bit. We'll try and get some more organs out of you eventually. Hey, Yegor, you know what? While you're here, why don't you just heal this guy? If only for expediency. There we go. We've unnaturally healed you. Your blood loss was healed. Cool. That'll speed the process up a little bit. You didn't get a tentacle by any chance, did you? Because I would reconvert you if you got a tentacle. No. Alicia, welcome. Alicia, sorry, no tentacles. I didn't get a tentacle that time, which is unfortunate. Infestation. That's bad. We see what happened the last time with this, right? Okay. Everybody come here. Okay, everybody come here. The last time this happened, this went very, very, very badly. But I'm better armed. Okay, slow it down, slow it down. I'm better armed and I have more people. Okay, so shoot. Like all the shooting, please. I'll tell you what, Yegor might be blind, but he just nailed that mega spider. Please tell me you're about to die. Okay, death in 10 hours. Death in 10 hours. Shooting more. Okay, good, that one's down. You shouldn't feed the prisoners human meat. I shouldn't feed the non-converted ones human meat. You're right about that. But Yar is wicked on board with cannibalism. Yar loves a bit of human meat. So she'd be sad if she didn't get it. And Zash might be getting into Yar. You don't know. Okay, shoot, 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 shoot. Good. Good job, team. Let's continue the shooting by going up here. Sure, yeah, okay, shoot the hive. Is that it? Just one mega spider and the thingamajiggy? Okay, that was easy enough. Great. Good, that was a very minor infestation in terms of that. Mr. Firespew is right here. He hasn't gone anywhere. Hasn't gone anywhere at all. Alright, I just need to take a few organs with him. I'm just going to grab a few organs. Alright, we can get... I'm not worried about Firespew. Oh, Grumpy, sorry, I've got you on draft there. There you go, kid. There you go. I should probably... I'll use the insect meat to make that into, like, animal food. The kibble. I'll use that for kibble. Okay. So I gotta let everyone do the things they need to do. My next task is to get these made into bedrooms so that everyone can yell at me for how giant the bedrooms are. But it just worked. It just kind of came out working like that. Then get my robot rumpus room / genetics room put together. And my barracks. Keep Grumpy mining more than anything. Although he's done a great job. Boy, the kid just loves the mining. And then figure out if we maybe want to go on a larger murder spree. And by larger, I mean actually take out somebody's colony. I'm not even sure we can do that. I mean, I know you can technically do it. I'm not sure we're equipped to do it. But we might give that a shot. Guys, I will wrap up there. I will let you go on with far more interesting things to do with the rest of your day than this nonsense. But I'm feeling a lot more comfortable now that everyone is home and contributing. Even Yegor, who we hate. But even Yegor is doing something around here. Still no luck with Chibi. Chibi may outlast the entire colony, because she's just fresh frozen. But no luck with bringing Chibi into a state that isn't death. Chibi, just chill. See what I did there? Guys, I will check out there. I will let you go on with far, far more important things to do with the rest of your day than this nonsense. Thank you so very, very much for allowing me to do this publicly. I adore doing this for you. I look forward to this every single week, and you guys never disappoint. I show up. I have a great time. Hopefully you have a decent time. We'll pick it up again next week, as usual, because we all want to find out what happens to Chibi, and now I want to find out what happens to Zash and Yar. I think that's going to be very interesting. Guys, thank you so very, very, very much. I will see you next week. Goodbye, goodbye, and good.